Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Kyuubi's Reincarnation, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Ties for suggesting this story. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and yeah, hope you enjoyed today's story because finally a movie after so long time. Damn, it's been a long time since I uploaded a movie. It feels good to finally have one on my channel. So make sure you enjoy, and as for my second channel, I will be uploading a video there today as well. So stay tuned for that as well. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins on October 10th in nighttime in Konohagakure, Sato. As we go towards the village to see that it was lit up in flames. It was like a scene from hell, as screams could be heard from everywhere as the buildings and the structures were burning. And now we go towards the front line where we see that shinobis as well as clan heads and the Kages were gathered. Both of the Kages, the third and the fourth one. In front of them was the cause of all this mess and destruction. Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju known to the mankind and the elemental nations as well. As they were trying to desperately stop it at first, but to no avail. In the end, they had to go with Plan B, as Minato and Jiraiya and Hiruzen has discussed. Jiraiya has been, sent a letter to be dispatched back to the village, so he was arriving as fast as he could. But that was half an hour ago, before this mess. And within half an hour, the Biju was able to level the village to the point where they had to go with the Plan B without him. As Minato then went and brought his children there, Menma and Mito, the twins that were born today. As after some time we see that his wife limpingly arrived there. Minato, what are you doing? We have to go with Plan B, Kushina. We don't have much time. Really? Yes, we tried everything. Where is Jiraiya? He didn't make it, said Hiruzen. We have to stop him now. I'm sorry, Kushina, Minato, but we have to put this burden on both of your children now. As Kushina, knowing that she could not stop her husband, she closed her eyes. Then let me help. With conjure up strength that she gathered from within, she unleashed adamantium chakra chains from her behind. As huge amount of chakra chains were now wrapped around the Biju, trying to sustain it from causing any more damage, but the Biju was trying its best to break free. As that is when also the Biju was broken out of his stupor, as it began to now move violently towards Kushina. And on the other hand, we see that Minato was prepared with the seal, as he was about to do the hand seals. No, Minato, let me do this. What do you mean, Hiruzen-sama? It was decided that I will be the one to do this. No, I have learned the hand seals behind your back. I knew this day would come, but I wish it never did. But if it did, then I was ready to make the sacrifice. But why? I have lived my life, Minato. You have a whole life ahead of you. A family ahead of you. God forbid if something happens to Kushina, what will happen to the kids? I don't want them to be left into the elders' hands. Only a parent can take care of them. A parent in strong position, which will be you. Or Kushina. Or both of you together. I have to do this. But know that is enough. As Hiruzen began to prepare the hand seals. As soon as the hand seals were done, Kyuubi realized what was going to happen as Shinigami arrived. No, I will not be defeated here. You think you can trap me again? I have been trapped for more than hundreds of years. Never again. You hear me? As Kyuubi began to do the hand seals of its own. What is it doing? Whatever it is, we have to hurry, said Minato. As the seal was made, as we see that the Shinigami ripped Kyuubi's soul apart alongside Hiruzen, as both of the Bijus as well as the Kage's soul was taken inside the Shinigami. As for the rest of the chakra, it was supposed to be sealed inside of Menma and Mito. But due to the Kyuubi's seal, 99% of its chakra was already split up, and the 1% was divided into half and half each to be went into Menma and Mito. As the chakra itself was now departed. Now, Kyuubi was in a pinch because it realized that the jutsu that it has used was now not working because of the Shinigami's presence and intervenence. It was supposed to transfer its soul as well, but the soul was now trapped inside of the Shinigami. And the chakra will now be on its own. But thanks to the 1 and 1% of the chakra that was sent to the children, it was linked to them. So the chakra did not disperse yet, but remained above, hovering above all of them as a cloud of transparency. And they could still feel the huge amount of chakra there. As Hiruzen was the more important thing now, as we go to see that Minato then dashed towards Hiruzen who was falling down, life leaving him. Protect them. Protect the village, Minato, at all costs. As before he closed his eyes, he saw the image of his son, Asuma. Forgive me, Asuma. I wasn't the best father. Before he closed his eyes finally, as Asuma shed tears, as well as everyone did, because a great shinobi has fallen today. As after that, we hear children crying. As Kushina went there, panting heavily, and grabbed her kids. They're fine. Yes, they are. I'm sorry, Minato. It didn't go as planned. I know. Nothing in this accursed world goes as such, Minato said. As at that time we see Jiraiya arrive. Damn it! I was late! What caught you hold up? I was stopped by this masked person there, and a plant-like creature. Both of them attacked me. Wait, the masked person wasn't injured? Yes. He was bleeding from one of his shoulders. Damn it! That is the same masked person. Wait, what do you mean? That is the person who attacked us and freed the Biju from Kushina. He wanted the Kyuubi, but now the Kyuubi is sealed again. Or more like its chakras. The soul is taken with Hiruzen-sama's soul. As Jiraiya closed his eyes, Sensei. I'm sorry I was late. Well, that doesn't matter now. You're here, Sensei. Don't you guys sense that? Jiraiya said, as he suddenly felt huge amount of chakra which sent chills down his spine. What do you mean? That chakra. We don't sense anything. We feel a little bit chilled out as well as scared, but that is because of the Biju that we fought. The adrenaline is still there, Sensei. Yeah, let's just hope it is that. As now we go towards the council, where the news was broken to the whole village about the death of the third Hokage, and a proper funeral was planned. As for Minato and Kushina, their two children were regarded as heroes, because they were placed with a burden so much heavy at the day of their birth, that even the civilians as well as the elders sympathized with them. But Danzo didn't. He wanted one of them at least to be used as a weapon, but nobody was siding with him because everyone knew that a Jinchuriki must have emotions. Because of Kushina being alive, she was sure to ensure that it did happen. So everyone agreed with her. As after that, time began to pass, as 5 years has passed since then. But what happened to the chakra, you might ask? The chakra washed the family clothes, since it was being linked to the two kids, who were now beginning to walk, talk, as well as resemble some bit of their parents. Menma, who was the older one, resembled his mother a lot, with Minato's feature. As for Mito, she resembled almost all of Minato, but in a feminine and more female-like way. As for Naruto, well, he was born, and he gave himself that name. As we see him currently walking out of the Forest of Death, where he has resided, as he was being taken from there by none other than Minato Namikaze himself and his Anbu squadron. You see, what happened was, a few days back, some of the Anbus were trying to patrol the area to ensure that no wild animal was there, because a Chunin exam was about to be conducted this year around by the village. As they finally found something interesting, a huge monstrous amount of bear, which was called a chakra bear, was ripped apart by a kid and was being eaten. As when they landed near him, his eyes were like slits, but blue, and he had 9 golden tails at his bottom back, and his hands were like claws with fur as well, until they reverted back. As Naruto just stood there and glanced at them. What is your name, kid? Naruto. I call myself that. Why? Naruto asked. Because this was his first interaction with the humans, he was both excited and quite, well, intrigued with them. Because even though he looked like them, he was not them. And since he was not the Kyuubi's reincarnate completely, but a new Biju altogether, with a different conscience and mind, he was different from it as well. What should we do, Taijo? Go inform the Kage. As after that, Minato was informed, and when he arrived there, he saw that Naruto was just standing there, and he was shocked at what he saw. A spitting image of him and Kushina combined. Who are you? I'm Naruto. And you can call me the new Kyuubi, Naruto said, as he licked his paw-like hand, as his eyes turned back to normal, as the fur finally disappeared, and so did the tails. As Minato and everyone else was shocked when he said these words. And now we see him in the future, where he was sitting amongst the council chamber, as the whole council was now afraid of what was going to happen. Are you Kyuubi's child? Said Minato. No. Well, more like you can say I'm your and Kushina's, but that's not possible. We never had you. Yes, true, but I constructed myself and gave myself this human body by, well, being linked to them and following their genetic code, which was, linked to you both, and became this one. So you're a Kyuubi that has taken a human skin? Yes, but my soul is different. When my body was created, and so was my soul, because chakra of such amount needed a soul to be, contained. So I was created. I see. Then how do you know about this if you were created? Said Danzo. Well, I was already aware, I guess. When I was created, I was aware of what I am. And when did that happen? 2 years ago. When I was, almost 3, I guess. Is that what you called, I believe? Yes. Then, how is this, this is still so weird, said Kushina. She wanted to ask so much questions to him, because he resembled like a child of their own, and yet he wasn't. And this was just too much confusing for them. What were they going to do? As she looked towards Minato, who was the same as her, confused, until Danzo stood up. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to terminate you or not? That is a decision that we must make. Terminate me? Why would you want to do that? What do you mean, why would we? We don't want another Biju, or more like humanoid form of a Biju, to attack us. Did I attack you for the past 2 years? As they all remained quiet. No, but it could be a planning of yours, said Inoichi. If it was a planning, then why would I have made a contact with your shinobis, as this caused them to think again? Then what is your game here? Said Danzo. My game here is nothing. You humans intrigue me. My predecessor might have not been interested in you, but I am. I'm different from him, and I'm not gonna just say this with my mouth and want you all to believe it. Let me prove it with my actions. As now everyone else was considering this, an ally of such caliber that was able to even destroy a village. Well, they needed it, because if there was any war, he might be able to help them. So, you really are a human? Obviously, yes. If you want to test it, you can test. I have to call Sensei then. As after that, instantly Jiraiya was informed, and thanks to a seal that glowed on Jiraiya's shoulder, which was an Anbu seal, Jiraiya was able to, teleport back to Konoha, and after 10 minutes or so, he arrived there. You called? Sensei, you kid, you look like Minato. Is this your bastard kid or something? No, he's not. Hello. You're Jiraiya of the Sanin, right? How do you know? Well, I remember you, but I don't know from where. I guess we have fought. Fought? Why would I fight a kid? I'm not a child abuser. Well, Sensei, that's the thing. He's the new Kyuubi. Yeah, I know, right? New Kyuubi. Yeah. Wait, what? Said Jiraiya, in complete shock. You heard me right, Sensei. He is the new Kyuubi. Kid, did you fall down on your head or something? I know that you have abundance amount of chakra, but still. As Naruto then transformed into his half Kyuubi-like state, in which 9 golden tails emerged from his back, and his ears, which were already disappeared, appeared on top in a fox-like state. And not only that, his eyes, which were blue, turned into slits as well. As all of them were shocked and now were in gasp. This was the same chakra that they felt the presence of 5 years ago, that they were battling against, but this was calm. See, I told you. As now, everyone was scared. You don't need to be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt any of you. As I told you, you all intrigue me, and I want to live here and live amongst you. That might be, I mean, from your perspective, right? But we are just scared of you. Then don't be. You can tell anyone you want, but tell them this, that I am different from the previous one. The previous one is dead, the one you feared. How so? You see, the thing is that it used a jutsu sword which will transfer its soul away from you, alongside with its 99% of chakra. What? What do you mean? Yes, 99% of chakra, and 1% which was divided into your two children. Well, you can consider me my siblings, but yeah, if you want to, that is. I was linked to them through it. And since the chakra needed a soul, and was one with nature, it created me. And I was born with completely different conscious as well as mind and body of my own. I even have the human form of chakra, as a visible blue chakra appeared around Naruto's hand, as everyone was shocked at this. So you really are a human? Yes, I told you again and again. But I'm not a normal human like you. I'm a Biju hybrid, you can say. The Nine Tails of the new era. As this caught them all by surprise, because they now grasped it finally. This wasn't the previous Kyuubi. This was entirely something new. If they were able to make an ally of him, he will stick by them, and even be a stronger shinobi amongst their roster. And that is when civilians then decided, we agree with this. We are ready to give you a chance, but please do not disappoint. Because we have already been scared of the previous one. I promise you, if I had to kill, it will only to protect you. Because this village is, you can say, my home, since I was born here. So I have a kind of connection to it. I see. Now comes the next question. Where will he reside? Because obviously he have to live somewhere. And that is when Inuichi decided, how about Minato and Kushina? Wait, what? Why us? Said Kushina as Naruto looked down. You don't want me to be with you? No, it's not that, but why us? Well, he was created from your genetic code, as he said. He constructed this body. He is kind of a human and kind of resembles you. So you can say pretty much he is your kid. Even if you try to deny that, it's quite evident. You're kind of right, but still. Give it a chance, Minato, said Koharu, as well as Denjira smiled. Yeah, give the kid a chance. Maybe you won't regret it. As after that we see the council meeting was over as Minato Kushina brought Naruto to their house. As now they were all sitting on a dining table where we see Menma and Mito watching Naruto with a shocked expression after finding out who he was. Wait, so you're kind of our brother? Yes, kind of actually. As Naruto then was now inches away from Mito's face. And you look kind of cute from here. Red color here suits you quite a lot. And you too, Kachan, Naruto said as he sat back down. Kushina wasn't sure what to think of it. But after some time, the time began to pass. As now, it has been 3 years, as Kushina has pretty much gotten used to it, somewhat, but she was still weirded out by this. And as for the siblings, let's just say, Menma was okay with having a sibling who was now training with him, became his rival as well as his best friend. He could share a lot of things with, but as for Mito, it was a whole new headache. She was feeling emotions that she wouldn't feel towards any of her family member. They were of love, that was for sure, but of different sort. Towards Naruto, her heart would skip a beat, and beat so faster that it was like pounding out of her chest, and so on. And she would always blush deeply whenever he was around. And as for Minato, he was kind of now being interested in Naruto's life as well, and was used to him being around as well. And it was only solidified tonight when everyone went back to bed, unknown to the fact that their security has been breached and a guy from a different village was hidden in the shadows watching the kids up above, because he was only informed of the 2 kids who were regarded as the hero, Menma and Mito, who were his targets. As soon as he entered their room, he closed the window so that nobody would realize that he arrived from here, He has already checked the perimeter. The room was empty. He stopped in his tracks when he turned to see that cold blue eyes with slits were glaring at him from the shadows. What are you doing here? Shit! Katsu! He yelled out as Naruto's eyes widened. It was a kamikaze ninja who was here to do the job, whether he survived or not. As Naruto dashed in front of them and covered them with his chakra core protector and shield as he took in the whole explosion. As Menma and Mito woke up as soon as they heard this word. As for Minato and Kushina, they dashed upstairs to see that Naruto laying on the ground as the part of their house was exploded, and there was chunks of different shinobis as a headband fell down from Eva on their feet. As everything clicked inside Minato and Kushina's head as they dashed towards their kids. Naruto! Menma, Mito, are you alright? As Mito began to cry. Naruto, he's injured. As they saw that Naruto's back was completely burnt, they could even see his muscle and tendons. He was bleeding. I'm fine. It will be fine, Naruto said as he got up, panting heavily. His face, his back, completely was burned from one side. As they gasped in horror. As he then said, oh, I guess I'll just go to bed. As soon as he took a step, he fell down as his vision blurred and he passed out. As after some time, he finally woke up, but it was in his bed, and he was completely bandaged up from one side and from the back completely. You're lucky, kid. Huh? Oh, what do you mean? You got injured quite badly, but because of your special circumstances, you were able to, live. And the wounds are healing fast. They might be healed in a day or two. Just take it easy. Thanks, I guess, for this. Mister, you don't need to worry about that. I'll be leaving, Hokage-sama. My work here is done. As Menma, Mito, and Minato and Kushina arrived there. Naruto, thank you so much for protecting them. What are you talking about, Toho-chan? They are my siblings. I will always protect them. You guys are my family. Naruto said. Wait, you didn't consider me as one? No, we did. We do, said Kushina and Minato as they hugged their son. As did Menma hugged his brother. But Mito? Yeah, she hugged her future boyfriend and husband. As all of them when hugged Naruto, his eyes widened. As finally tears fell down his eyes. As they all looked at him in shock. Why are you crying, Naruto? I don't know. This is the first time. I guess I'm happy. But yet I'm crying. I guess so. As after that, the next morning, Danzo was getting desperate. He knew that Naruto was strong because of the last night incident, and he was currently calling for a meeting, as a meeting has been called. As Minato as well as Kushina and everyone else arrived there, except for the kids who were back at the backyard playing there. Why did you call for this meeting in an emergency, Danzo? I still think that we need to use the new Kyuubi as a weapon of this village. Why don't you agree with me? Because we don't want it to be turned out like the previous one. And not only that, it is not an it anymore. It's a he, Danzo, said the civilians. We of the civilians at the first time were scared when this news was reached out to everyone. But now everyone just adores him because they know that he is different. And a brand new soul that certainly was not the one that tried to traumatize them or taken away their lives of their loved ones. We respect him, and we care for him as he cares for us. As Danzo gritted his teeth, but he is a Biju. He is wearing a human skin. He could be planning for all we care. We need to make our move right now. I have told you again and again, Danzo. Jinchurikis need emotions. But he isn't a Jinchuriki. He is like one. He is a human. He has emotions. He has the ability to cry, smile, feel emotions, Danzo. He is different from the previous Kyuubi. I know that much, and he is my son. So you're living in a delusion now that these people fed to you. He is not your son. He has just taken a form and your genetics to make you believe that he is your son. What if he loses control? What will you do then? He won't. Naruto has complete control over his powers. And if that ever happens, he will be sent to Mount Miyaboku to learn how to control it. As anyone should be. Because we know that much by now, living with him for years, that he will not harm or hurt any one of us without losing control. Which we will make sure never happens. As the civilians nodded as well. Are you guys crazy? What will happen if one of your children gets hurt? Or your clan had children gets hurt? And the time comes, we'll cross that bridge as well. But we know this much, that Naruto is adored by our kids. Yes, even my Sasuke likes him as his brother figure, said Fugaku, as everyone was shocked because Fugaku rarely spoke about his kids. As after that, the meeting was adjourned, and we see Naruto and Kushina finally arrive back home, and they were both exhausted and angry at what has transpired in the council meeting. As now we see Naruto and his siblings arriving at home after playing in the backyard. You're back home, so why don't you look happy at all? It's nothing, Naruto. Something is up. I can sense it, remember? Naruto, some people in this village, they want to use you for the powers you have. I'm not gonna hide from you because I know I can't. But many of the people here just don't want that to happen because they know that you're different from the previous Kyuubi. And I want you to be different from it, son. If you ever have trouble dealing with your powers, you come to me so we can have it under control. I promise you, Tojan, if it ever happens, I'll allow you to put me down. No, I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you to come to me for help so that we can find another solution for this. I see. You know, I'm happy with that. As Naruto hugged his father, as Minato hugged him back. Well, I'm going upstairs and reading a book. As after that, Naruto dashed upstairs, as Manma and Mito came from behind. What do you mean you have to put down Naruto? We're not going to. That is something that Naruto came up with on his own. We're not going to, no matter what. He's our brother, said Manma. No, he's not mine, said Mito. What do you mean not yours? He's my future husband, said Mito, shocking the whole family. Wait, what do you mean, Mito? Said Minato. I have decided. I'm gonna marry him. As that is when Minato realized that is why Mito always blushed. As for Kushina, she giggled. Wait, you knew? Said Minato, turning towards her. Obviously, silly, I knew. A mother has to know about her kids. As Menma, who was also shocked about this, just sighed. Ah, poor Naruto. As he was punched on the shoulder. What do you mean, Nissan, poor him? Huh? I'm not that bad. Right, Kachan? Nope, not at all, honey. Poor his soul. He doesn't know what redheads are like. As Manma and both now Kushina looked at him with a tick mark. What do you mean, Tochan? Nothing at all. As after that, time passed. As now it was 3 more years and Naruto was at the age of 9. As he, alongside his siblings, have started to go to academy. And there, they met with their sensei, Iruka. As many of the children there were already Naruto's friends, as they all were seated there. As Naruto sensed a girl staring at her brother, who was sitting right next to him. Psst, hey Menma. What? What is it? That girl over there, Hinata, right? Yeah. She's staring at you, and she has those bubbly emotions that Mito has towards me, Naruto said, as Menma looked towards her and blushed and looked away. Don't tell me that, he said with a groan. Wait, you like her, don't you? Naruto bursted out loud as he saw from behind that the girl passed out while completely being red. Aw, she passed out. See, I told you, idiot, you shouldn't say that words. As Naruto began to chuckle. Ah, my bad, I'm sorry. As Menma then arrived there. What are you and the dope talking about, Naruto? Oi, I'm not dope, Teme. As Sasuke chuckled. You're a dope to me and always will be. Oh, nothing, Sasuke. How you been? I've been fine. And as for you, dope, I hope you're having a worst day ever. No, actually I'm having a good day. Talk about yourself. As that is when Kiba, Shikamaru, and the rest of them started to gather around him as soon as they entered. And they were just chatting until Iruka arrived. Enough about this, kids. You know I'm still here, right? I only went out for 10 minutes and this happens? Sorry, Sensei. As everyone was now seated back. So, from now on, we are a class, and I'm be your teacher, and we'll be spending some years together. So let's make these things memorable. Yeah! as Iruka thought that he did something. Poor his soul, he did not knew what he did. As now we go towards another time skip of 3 to 4 years, in which we see that Naruto and his siblings and his friends were now at the age of 13 and were only a week away from graduation, as they were now being freed after conducting the test and had to wait for a week to get the results and their headbands, hopefully. As everyone has done their test and even Naruto did. Finally, good riddance from you. I am happy to announce that you are now full-fledged shinobi. Hey, sensei! The first thing you said is from the bottom of your heart. Finish the sentence, said Kiba. Shut up, Kiba, and let me finish my speech. I'm happy to announce that now from my students, you are my comrades. But you have to still work hard to advance to a level to reach mine and far beyond, because I know you can go so. Even if you... As he threw the speech away, even if you teased me and got on my nerves, I still love you all, because you are all my students. And I hope that you go far ahead into the future, and become stronger than ever, even than me, because it will mean a lot to me, said Iruka, as everyone then stopped and wiped a tear away from their eye, before jumping and hugging Iruka down. Oi, I can't breathe! I can't breathe! As all of them then dispersed when he used his big head no jutsu. Geez, sensei, we were just emotional and happy as you, said Naruto. Fine. Just go and enjoy the week. After the week, you'll get your results. As now Menma, Mito, and Naruto were seen sitting in Ichiraku ramen stand, where the rest of the gang has also gathered. And their next plan was to visit Choji's restaurant, because Choji has thrown a party for them. So they had only eaten one bowl of ramen, and were now departing there. As Naruto and the rest of them arrived at Choji's Akamichi restaurant, and they were sitting down there enjoying the barbecue as they were all chatting away. So, Naruto, who do you hope to be in the team with? Said Mito. I don't know, maybe you two? Well, that is bound to happen, Dobe, since, Naruto, Dobe and this girl will be in your team. I wish I could be with my best friend. I don't want to stick around with her, said Sasuke, indicating towards a girl with pink hair. Naruto's eyes widened as she was literally salivating from her mouth while looking at him and giggling and panting heavily. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Weird, said Naruto before looking away. Yeah, I need help. You need Jesus, said Naruto, as after that they enjoyed the whole evening and went back home. And 1 week passed as such. And then, after 1 week was done, they all arrived back at the academy to take their headbands and finally know in which teams they were going to be placed. And the teams were placed as accordance. But the only difference was that Menma was placed in Team 7. As for Mito and Naruto, they were the only ones pairs from left. So, that is where something interesting happened. Both Jiraiya and Tsunade arrived, and everyone gasped in shock to see them. Which one of you is Mito? Said Tsunade. I am? Great to meet you. You're coming with me. I'll be your sensei from now on. As everyone was shocked at the same time surprised to hear that. Naruto. There you are. Let's get going, kid. Okay, Yorosanin. As Jiraiya face faulted when Naruto said these words in front of everyone. Come on, kid. We're in front of these many kids and this is the first thing you say to me? Sorry, I guess. Arrow Ninja. As he face faulted again. Come on, jeez, kid, enough with the arrow stuff. Okay, fine. Aerosanin. As after that, they finally all left. And now the training began. As we go towards Naruto, who was taken to Mount Miyaboku after meeting with his family, where he was going to spend 6 months of his time training and nothing else until he was ready for the Chunin exams. So first of all, we're gonna try and see if you're able to summon the Toad Clan. Since we are in their homeland, it will be easy for you to summon them here, and not that much harder. And after that, we're gonna try to control your other form of chakra. You mean yes, that one. Okay, I have never tried to tap into it before. Only once before, I was taken back to the village. I was able to, but I don't know how, because I didn't use it after that. We'll get to it then. Don't worry about that. As after that, the training finally began. But first step was first. He had to summon a toad. But what appeared shocked them all. It was Inari, the nine-tailed fox goddess. Goddess of the fox and the childbirth and fun as well, as everyone was shocked to witness it, as even Gamamaru bowed towards her. Ah, little Gamamaru, you have grown older. Inari-sama, it has been a long time, said Gamamaru, bowing towards her, as which caused everyone to go into shock. This was not a summoning clan or a creature, or a boss of a summoning clan. This was a goddess, a deity itself that Naruto has summoned. Ah, so you are my little summoner, huh? Yes, I am, said Naruto, chirping, as Inari giggled. But how is this possible? Yes, I am quite surprised as well. A kin of my own. I feel it. He is one of mine. Since he has human body and soul, he is a human hybrid and a yokai like me as well. But that doesn't explain you being here. I don't know. I felt a tug and a connection here, so I arrived here after tapping into this chakra that you call. I see, Gamamaru said. What do you wish for us to do? Nothing. I am here to meet my summoner. Is that what they are called, who are able to summon you and form a connection? Yes, Inari-sama. Good. Then from now on, Naruto, you can summon me whenever you want. I see. Okay. You are a funny one, Naruto Uzumaki, Namikaze. With that, she disappeared. How did she know my full name? Kid, how were you able to do that? That is a deity, not any summoning clan member, said Gamamaru, as everyone else, after finding out, was shocked. Wait, what do you mean, deity? Wait, I remember now, said Fukusaka. Remember, Shima, the book we read in which, from the old times, deities existed in the form of animals, such as dragon, foxes. This was the fox, the golden fox that we saw. The goddess of birth and childhood, as well as fortune and misfortune, and trickstery and foxes, Inari. As everyone gasped and shocked at this, realized that Naruto was able to summon the ancestor of his own. Cool, Naruto said, and after that the 6 months passed, as Naruto was able to tap into 3 tails worth of his chakra now, and finally he arrived when the Chunin exams are near, as Jiraiya then said to him that he could roam around the village while he had to go and meet his parents. And Naruto, realizing that the Chunin exams were about to begin, dashed towards the academy, where Jiraiya told him to go. And that is where he bumped into Mito as well. Oh hey Mito, wow, you grew up your hair as well, huh? Yeah, a little bit. How come you noticed? It's not that much evident. Aw, come on, I obviously have noticed. My cute little redhead, Naruto said as he teased her, which caused her to go completely red like the tone of her hair color. As after that, both of them entered the academy, where they finally arrived at the top section where the test was being held, inside which they saw all of their friends and their sibling. Man, Naruto, Mito, it's so good to see you both. Yeah, Dope. Dope was finally tired of, seeing my face. He had to meet you, Naruto. And so did I. Shut up, Demi. I was fed up with you. Yeah, same about me. I wish it was you, Naruto, instead of him. Aw, I miss you guys too. Enough, idiots. Sit back around, said one of the Genins. You're causing way too much havoc here. We are trying to concentrate. What do you mean? Naruto said, coming in front of him. Do you want to die? I'm not planning on it. Then shut the hell up, as Naruto then flicked him in the forehead, sending him straight to the wall. Shut up. You're annoying, Naruto said as his eyes turned into slits. His huge amount of killer intent released, causing the whole village to go into stop and halt, until Naruto shook his vision clear, as he then returned back to talking to his siblings. Everyone aside from him was completely shocked, because they couldn't even move, that such killer intent was released. Some people even passed out because of it. And one person in particular was scared. Mother, I will not fight him. I'm scared. Do not engage, Gaara. Do not engage, said the voice. And as we see some of the figures watching this all scenario play out from the shadows, it's him. He is the new one, said Zetsu. Are you sure? That chakra, that killer intent, it could be only him. He is the new Kyuubi. We have to get him. Each and every one of the Jinchuriki will be gathered here. It is the perfect time and plan for us to engage and defeat them all. You are right. This time around, we will be able to defeat them. But when? In the finals, when everyone will be gathered in one place. The Kages, the Jinchurikis, and the whole people. It will be easy for us to cause less damage and take away the Jinchurikis, which we want to, so that no one else could get hurt. But are you sure that they will comply with our wishes? They have to. They have no other choice. As after that, one of them spoke. I heard that Orochimaru is attacking the village today as well. He wants to destroy it. Then we will withdraw for now. We will not engage. But this is a golden chance for us. Pain-sama, I know Zetsu, this is, but as Deidara and Sasori has informed us, Orochimaru is attacking. We will sneak in and try to grab some Jinchurikis and take as much as we can. And all the blame will be shifted to Orochimaru in itself. Because of the mess that will be going on there, they will all think that this was caused by that, because of their disappearance. And they will just write that down and forget about it. But what about the Nine-Tails? In due time, we will get it. Now we are sure we know who it is. In due time, everything will be revealed to us, and we will be able to take care of this. As after that, the Katsuki left, and Orochimaru, we go towards him, was planning something new. And his gaze has shifted from that certain Uchiha to a newcomer. This boy with such potential and power, a perfect host for him. As now we see, the first exam has finally begun. As Orochimaru himself was turning to a cannon and was there, amongst all of these. And finally, after passing the first test, they were brought out by Anko to the Forest of Death, Naruto's previous home. And Naruto and Mito, since both of them were alone, they were shipped together so that they would go and gather both of the scrolls. They had the Heaven Scroll and they had to find the Earth one. As finally the second test began, as they dashed inside, as Naruto then said, "This is taking too much time." "What do you mean, Naruto?" "I'll just transform." As Naruto was able to transform into a fox, which was a five-tailed fox now. As Naruto then said, "I can only hold on this form for half an hour. It'll be fast. Just grab me as much as hard as you can with chakra." As Mito grabbed Naruto after sitting on his back, while hugging him tightly and blushing. You're holding on tight?" "Yes." "Here it goes." This Naruto blasted off into the air, as now Mito was screaming, "Calm down, you're gonna give away our location. And see and enjoy, everything is fine." As Naruto was jumping from tree to trees at blinding speed, leaving splinters behind from the branches that he was jumping upon. And finally his gaze fell upon Asuna's team, as in an instant he rolled into midair and landed with a kick to the face of their leader, knocking him out, and in an instant dashed towards the other two, punching their faces in a twister punch, knocking both of them out and grabbing their scroll. But he was disappointed. "Damn it! It is the Heaven Scroll again. Maybe we can take it and make a deal with the other team." As after that, Naruto arrived a little bit far, only to be met with another rain team, in which he defeated easily, alongside with the help of Mito this time around. As Mito grabbed the scroll, "It's Earth. We caught our scrolls." "And only it has been 25 minutes. We don't have much time left. We gotta go." "What do you mean we have 5 days, Naruto?" "We're gonna reach early on and rest and gather up as much as energy we can. This test means that we need to preserve as much as energy for the preliminary rounds." "What do you mean?" "Erasanin told me that the preliminary rounds will happen right after the second exam, and the students that are in the last will not have much time to regain their power and their rest, meaning they have to fight at low power, like a real war simulation." "I see. So you want me to be rest up and ensure that we are at our best?" "Yes. That is where we're gonna leave now." "What are we gonna do with the other Heaven Scroll?" Let's go and see what Man his team has. Maybe we can offer this to him." "You think he'll take it?" "I mean, he has a big ego and all. He's not that bad, and obviously he's gonna take it." And that is when Naruto tried to track down his chakra, only to felt something sinister. "Mito, I want you to grab these 2 scrolls and dash and not stop and reach the tower in the middle. If you follow this direction, there's no one here, and all you have to do is just dash straight until you arrive there. Wait there while hiding until I arrive with the team. What is going on? Man was in danger. I'm coming with you. No, you're not. Please, go. I'll be right there. As Naruto now dashed and arrived towards the scene, while Mito dashed towards the middle of the tower from the direction Naruto told her to go to. As after arriving at the scene, Naruto saw what was going on. Sasuke was about to be bit as Naruto lunged into the air and, using his huge amount of chakra, kicked Orochimaru's face so hard that his neck was literally ripped apart from his body, sending his head flying towards from the trees all the way to the other side of the village until a new body came from his neck. So you finally arrived, Naruto-kun. Who are you? What do you want from them? Well, I was here for my Uchiha. Your Uchiha? Last time I checked that you have no relation to Sasuke. You know him? No, I don't. But he has sinister chakra, Naruto. What scroll do you need? Naruto said, his gaze still upon, well, the figure in front of him. We need the heaven. Dash towards the tower. Mito is waiting for you there. Do not look back. What are you going to do? I'm gonna hold him off. He is Orochimaru, I believe. So he figured it out. As the face began to melt from Orochimaru's face, as his real face was revealed, which was pale, and his golden slit-like eyes were watching this. And you, Naruto, intrigue me. You're not a human, are you? What are you, a hybrid fox or something? Something of that sort. Now dash, and get out of here. Follow that direction. As after that, they all nodded and dashed there, knowing that Mito will be waiting there for them with the scroll. As after that, we go towards Naruto. As they were dashing, huge amount of blows of fist were felt and sensed by them. As after following the direction for a while, they saw the tower, and after arriving there, they saw Mito jump down. Where's Naruto? He'll be here. Take the scroll and go inside and rest. I'll wait for him here. No, Mito, it's dangerous. Just go. But he's fighting Orochimaru. What? We have to inform the others. As they all went inside, and Minato and the Hanbus were alerted. As they arrived where Naruto was, to see that he was not panting but somewhat bruised up because of Orochimaru. And Orochimaru on the other hand was panting. Marvelous. You're not even tired and yet I am. Just proves my point. You are superior. You are a hybrid. I need your body. You won't have it. He's right. You won't have it, Orochimaru. As everyone arrived there, Naruto, you and your team has passed. Thank you. You don't need to worry about that though, John. I'm just trying my best. And that is when they were distracted as Orochimaru struck. As his chakra scalpel was pierced through Naruto's left tendon. As Naruto fell to his one knee. Damn it! What did you do? Cut it off his artery. His blood flow will be stopped and he will die of blood loss if not healed within 1 hour, Minato. What will you do? Damn it! No, you take care of him. I'll go, said Naruto. But Naruto, you're injured. Don't care. I can do this. As Naruto's golden chakra began to erupt from around him, as his tendons began to heal. His blue eyes glowing now. I'll be going now. Just take care of him. As after that Naruto dashed and arrived in the center heart of the forest where the tower was situated. As when Naruto arrived inside, he passed out because of the exhaustion that he was feeling, due to his human chakra being exhausted. After some time he woke up. How long was he out? 2 days, Naruto, said Mito. Thank God you're all safe. Thanks to you, said Menma. What happened to him? He was able to escape. Dochan told me. I see. But I presume this won't be the last time that we'll be seeing him. That is correct, Naruto, said Minato as he and Kushina finally entered. How are you feeling? I'm feeling fine. But he left, right? Yes, he did. So what are we gonna do? We believe that he is here for one reason, that is to destroy Konoha. And Suna has been acting weird, so my guess is that they will try to attack 2 days from now, when the preliminaries will begin and the second test will be over. Are you sure? Yes. If not then 1 month later when the finals are near. Meaning you guys have to train hard. as that is when Tsunade Jiraiya arrived. Knowing that bastard, he will be lurking around here. But where? That is something we need to find out, so that things could be prevented even from going that far. Jiraiya is right. We need to find him, Minato. Kushina, says Tsunade. The kids, it was quite fortunate that they were able to survive, but knowing Orochimaru, he will be already leaps and bounds ahead, planning something brand new. Damn that bastard. I shouldn't have chosen the first of that. No matter which forest have you chosen, kid, you would have attacked nonetheless, and his aim was Sasuke Uchiha, as he said first. It changed to me. He wants my body now. Your body? Why? From the looks of it, he was using people's bodies so that he could survive. It is necessary for him. That is correct. He has given Anko that seal. But I'm not able to decipher what the purpose of that seal was. There was a transfer seal included in that matrix, but now I am aware. It's a soul transfer seal. After the soul is so much addicted to that seal's power, it will corrupt the user beyond, and the soul is able to be destroyed easily. He is corrupting its victims so that he can use their bodies when the time arises. That bastard, said Naruto, growling as his eyes glowed again. Naruto, you should rest. No, the preliminaries are about to begin. But you should be resting, son. I know, Tojan. I should be, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to fight. And I'm going to become a Chunin. I'm not gonna stay behind. As they all smirked. Knowing you? Yeah, you wouldn't. And plus, Irasani over here betted me that if I don't become a Chunin, he will have me write his next Ichite tactics. Wait, what? Said Menma Mito, as well as Jiraiya, who was now covering in shock. Wait, kid, we promised that we wouldn't reveal this. Oh shit, we did? I forgot, Jiraiya. As now Jiraiya was being chased by two women who was now furious. As Kushina, who was in a blur, and Tsunade, who as well, with red eyes, were chasing after him, while Jiraiya was running across the village with tears and a snot leaving his nose, as Naruto just tickled. That's one. You know, sometimes I wonder, how was I able to become who I am under that man's guidance? Because you trained hard, Toho-chan. That is what you did. Good luck to you, son, I guess. Yeah, I need that. As now we go towards Orochimaru. Damn it! For some reason, I should have known he arrived here, he would have sensed me. But he intrigues me. Orochimaru-sama, I had to escape. What do you mean, Kabuto? Jiraiya was able to locate me down, I had to. Did you let them hear? No, I didn't. They know that you're planning something, but they're not sure what it is. But they know that it has something to do with Suna. I see. Well, whatever it is, Konoha will be the one into the ground, and I will have that body of Naruto. He said, licking his lips. That body is strong, formidable, and a hybrid. Soon, all in due time. While this was going on with Orochimaru, we go towards the Akatsuki, as they were coming up with a plan of their own, how to grab the Jinchurikis while this mess that Orochimaru is going to create will be going on. So, how much Jinchurikis are we going to grab? Our mission is to grab at least up to 4 Jinchurikis. Now we know that in the finals, Kumo, Iwa, as well as Kiri will be arriving here. But their Kage is the Jinchuriki, and he has been taken down. So the new Jinchuriki hasn't been found, and the Biju is still kept there. And that is why you, Kakazu, Hidan, will be going there. Because you two are immortals, and how many times they attack you, it won't matter. And you'll be able to take care of them. I see, Leader-sama. So our mission is to go to Kiri then? Yes, you will depart right after this meeting. And as for the rest, we are going to go towards Konoha. And what if the plan fails? What if something... First of all, it won't happen. But even if it does, what we are to do is just disperse and meet here. Back to our lair. But for those who fall behind, you're on your own. And you do not know us, and we do not know you. Is that understood? Hi! All of them said, as all of them departed. As now we see that Pain was talking to someone in the shadows. I hope that this plan works of yours. It has to. I was this close to getting the Biju 13 years ago. I failed because of the Biju's, well, trickiness. But now it won't matter because I am able to come up with a plan to stop it from transferring its soul or chakra any longer. So I will be able to grasp it this time and leave. I will make sure that happens. As Pain nodded after that, all you have to do is follow the plan. The plan that was laid out by him. I see. I promise you that we will. Good. Good. As after that, we go towards back to Konoha as the preliminary rounds have begun. Naruto was pitted against Kiba. As Kiba then said, I'm not gonna go easy on you, Naruto, since I know how strong you are. Try your best, Kiba. As Naruto, still being injured, was attacked by Kiba and Akamaru with full strength, but Naruto parried and blocked each attack. But in the end, with a single kick to the ribs, Kiba was sent flying towards the other side of the arena, in which he was imprinted on the, wall. Oh shit, Naruto said. I'm sorry, Kiba, are you okay? I'm okay. It only hurts a bit. As everyone, at the same time being concerned about Kiba, laughed as well, because they knew that Naruto cared about his friends. As Naruto then went towards him and picked him up, as everyone clapped and cheered for him. As after arriving towards the upper stairs, he saw that his sister was pitted against, Kuretsuchi from Iba. Kuretsuchi used her brute strength to beat down and almost nearly kill her. That is until Naruto intervened with a single kick to her face, sending her spiraling towards their side. As Naruto landed in front of them. As Oniki arrived there, using his particle style ready to attack him, you intervened in this match. Do you know what that means? An all-out war. You have hurted my grand niece, and your grand niece had hurted my sister. You know what that means, old man? As Naruto's all tails appeared from behind him, as his hands turned into paws like of Kyuubi with claws. His teeth were growing into canines as his eyes began to glow. You attacked my home, and for that you will pay. Naruto said as huge amount of chakra bursted out as he transformed into the imperfect state of Kyuubi, which was in golden state. As the Kyuubi roared, but not at the people, but at them. As Oniki at theirs just stood still and shocked. Even the Jinchurikis were shocked at this. A perfect Kyuubi Jinchuriki, which has never been heard before in the past hundreds of years. But now Konoha has it, a perfect Jinchuriki, meaning they were in danger. Leave my home, Naruto said, as Oniki, feeling ashamed and powerless, did nothing but turned like a coward he was. This is not over. It is. If it isn't, then I will make sure it is. Which one do you want, old man? As after that, Oniki gritted his teeth. Fine, this match is over. She is disqualified. As after that, Naruto turned back to his normal self. As he picked up Mito. No, Naruto. Everything is going to be fine. As with his powers, he healed her somewhat until he was given to the medics. As Naruto then arrived. Thanks a lot, kid. I mean, for all that. Someone has to. As his father and mother then arrived. Thank you, Naruto. You saved her. I was going to. Anyways, someone has to. Naruto was now serious, as the people were taking glances at him because of what has transpired, meaning that he still was himself shell-shocked at what has transpired again. And after the preliminaries round ended, with Naruto, Menma, as well as Sabuko Nagara, and some of the other villages' genins being qualified, 1 month break was given to them. And we go towards the council meeting. As we go and see that Danzo was the one who was blaming Naruto for this. Your son, quote unquote, has caused this mess, Minato. He caused us and Eva, who are already tense and at each other's throats, to nearly go into war, and even declared that he will finish the war himself. How is he gonna do that now? Huh? Because we as Konoha don't have enough strength as of now to do this. What kind of message will it send to the other people? That we just traumatize others? No, what Naruto did is right. Said, Mabuki Haruno, the civilian council leader, as the council agreed. What gives them the right to just come here and kill one of our own when we haven't killed any one of theirs, even if they badmouthed us? As Danzo became quiet. It is the part of a test that we have allowed, but it is frowned upon. So be it. It would have decreased their value as a nation. All you see is that, but you don't see the life that was saved. Life of one's daughter. Regardless of her being mine. What if it was yours? Who am I kidding? You won't even have a daughter, much less a woman. As anyone who was there almost murdered. We are proud of what he has done. He has solidified that you do not fuck with us. If you do, then you'll go down. Because hurt one of ours, we all will come for you and finish you off by slitting your throat. That is the message that has been sent to the rest. You don't mess with us and our allies. Said Minato, as the two other elders agreed. As he gritted his teeth, you all are idiots. Imbeciles, I tell you. You don't see the danger that is lurking amongst us. Oh, we see clearly the danger that is amongst us. And that is Eva and its big mouth trying to, even after the defeat suffering from the Second Great Shinobi War, do something about us. And in the end they have failed. As now, we see that 1 month have passed after that council meeting, as Danzo has been degraded to no less, as his power and influence in a council member has been decreased, while the people of Konoha were happy and pleased by his actions, because he has proven to their enemy that if they try to, even glance at their way, the wrong way, they will be torn apart into shreds. Unless harm one of them, then you will be. As for his grandniece, she was paralyzed from neck down. Kuretsuchi couldn't even move a muscle now, rendering her like a useless item in Oniki's eyes. But it was still his granddaughter, so he has to be keeping her alive. As now we go towards Eva. I'm sorry, my grandniece. I promise you that I will avenge you. Do it. As her eyes widened as she was injected with poison and killed. As Oniki has tears in his eyes. Your anger, I understand, Tsuchikage, said a voice as Onigi turned towards a masked person standing there. Who are you? I am Madara Uchiha. As Oniki was shocked with these words, as he saw the Sharingan. What do you want? Konoha's destruction, as you do. What can I do? As now we cut to 1 month later. We see that Onigi, regardless of what has transpired, being a shameless bastard that he was here. And as the final rounds finally begin, Naruto was able to clear his round as he was still being glared at by Onigi, as Naruto did the same looking at him. As when Sasuke and Gaara's battle occurred, the attack happened, and so did Eva, helped them joining in. But Naruto and everyone who else was shocked and glared at this. You bastard. You think I'll let you go around after what you did? We of Eva don't let go of grudge, kid. And you have just stepped on a landmine. And you alongside your family will go down the drain. And that bitch, I'll make sure I'll make good use of her by sending her to my people and rape her. And that is when Naruto lost it. He transformed into the complete Kyuubi. A gold one with complete blue eyes. Just like a Super Saiyan Ozaru. And huge amount of blasts were sent amongst the people. As Konoha Shinobis with these blasts were not hurt, even if they were in the radius of it. But those who were enemies were. The blast was complete white. As out of nowhere another nine-tailed fox appeared. As it was different from the rest. As it had a pipe in its mouth. As it spoke, people of Konoha, gather around. As a huge spear was created, as the village and the people were gathered around and were now in a protective shield. No matter what the other side did, they were always safe. And that is when Akatsuki attacked, but they were shocked and were not expecting this. As Naruto then turned towards Oniki, you will pay. As Oniki and his forces were crushed, and the numbers began to dwindle and decline, and in the end, Oniki was left alone with nothing more than dead bodies of his rest of the shinobis. And as for the Akatsuki, The rest of them were killed alongside the attacks that were sent there by Inari and Naruto combined. Dealing with one Ninetales was already hard enough by the rest of the Akatsuki, but two, that was something entirely different, and one being the deity nonetheless, and not a Biju, which could not be influenced or controlled by the Sharingan, much less by the Rinnegan. As now we see Naruto in his state, still standing there, at the death of everyone, and Oniki was in front of him, as he growled at point blank at his face, killing him with the shock of his voice in itself, as he roared. Orochimaru, who has attacked, has escaped and ran away, because he feared the consequences that has been suffered by the two villages in one day. Two villages were reduced to nothing, and the remaining two watched in horror what has transpired. And they then and there realized that they did not want to mess with Konoha, and would want to keep peaceful alliance as they have offered to be kept. As now we see Naruto returning back to his normal state, as the people have witnessed Naruto unleashing his true power, but this time around to protect them. But they were shocked to know who were the other one, the other fox, Naruto. Who is the other fox? As Raiden informed them since he was too tired, that is the deity of foxes and humans and childbirth, Inari. As everyone has heard about this deity, but they thought it was a myth. Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I have arrived back home, which was, well, my previous home before I left here. That is why it's a land filled with richness. So, I guess I'll be visiting here again and again. You all have my blessings. And with that, they all saw that inside their palm on the left hand, a symbol of a fox with 9 tails, which was red, appeared before the fox left. And they bowed down after the fox left, knowing that they were all now blessed and were the followers of Inari, the goddess of the foxes, and the earth as well. After that, months passed as Naruto was finally able to recover and overcome this. Only 2 members of the Akatsuki have remained, which were Zetsu and Deidara, which were captured as soon as they stepped inside, well, Kirigakure, by the shinobis that were left there, and were brought in for the interrogation. As for Mei, who was the new Kage, she finally arrived back to deal with the 2 intruders. As for the other 3, the Council of 3, the Council of the Kages, they had decided to take in the meeting and talk finally what has transpired, and wanted to hear Minato's story. And they did, and after finding out what Naruto was, they were intrigued and shocked at the same time. And as for the other Bijus and Jinchuriki, they were saved. Some of them. And let's just say they were more than happy to be respected by their villages. Because Taki, who didn't respect their Jinchuriki, was now beginning to respect theirs after what has transpired. And as for Iwagakure, it was reduced to nothing more than a civilian village, with none of the shinobis left to train the younger generation. Or, the cherry on top, that none of the generation remained at all of the shinobis, meaning they were left unattended. Onigi was so much indulged in his own revenge story that he even drove the last line of his defense to the death on Konoha. And for what? To be dying by a single roar? Pathetic, as Naruto said. And finally, 5 more years passed as Naruto was now 20, and he alongside with Menma and Sasuke were standing inside a reception with wearing the traditional male groom's clothes, as all of them were quite embarrassed with what was going on as their brides walked in, Hinata, Mito, and Sakura. In the end, Sasuke had to marry the loudmouth, the horny girl that was looking at him weird way, but he was happy with it anyways, since the girl loved him and knew that she will be loyal to him. Because Itachi told him that he was a foolish little brother who wouldn't understand the gravity of the girl loving him. And as for Itachi, he was with Izumi, his wife, and they both had a daughter as well. And as for, well, Fugaku, the cold-hearted person has turned into a mushy sausage when it came to, well, his granddaughter. And now he was going to be a grandfather again, and everyone was happy. The rest of the elemental nation was, at least, and so was Naruto, with the friends and allies that he has made, and as he has come far after being the new Kyuubi of this world. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!